this year's honors banquet. My name is Sarah Fisher, and I'm one of the co-presidents of the Newport Teachers Association. We appreciate all of you being here tonight to help us recognize and honor the academic achievements of our students. We would like to start the evening by thanking a few of the people that have made tonight possible. Our thanks go out to the 38 teachers, administrators, staff, and school board members who sponsored this evening's banquet. Additionally, we would like to thank the many organizations and business sponsors. A list of sponsors can be found in tonight's program. This evening would not be possible without all of their support. So again, thank you very much. All of these, yes. All of these donations together allow us to provide free tickets to every student, as well as our school board members, superintendent, and principal. We also give gifts to each of the top seniors, and any surplus funds from tonight's event are put into the annual NTA scholarship. This year we have 2 children of teachers who are graduating and planning to attend college. We would also like to thank the Old Courthouse Restaurant for the fabulous meal and MJ Harrington's for their annual support of the top seniors. Thanks to Deb Stevens and the Sugar River Valley Technical Center Floriculture Program for today's beautiful table arrangements. Our thanks to Hannah Merrow for her hard work on tonight's printed material. Thank you also to Sharon Urban and David Irwin for co-chairing this event. Sarah Bilodeau, Diane Fisher, Kaylee Durkin, Lisa Lewis, Ethan Jean, Tom Mousy, Laura Mosconis, Deb Stevens, Bob Sullivan, and Tracy Conroy for helping to organize tonight's festivities. Together, these dedicated people have all made this evening special for our Honor Society inductees and top seniors. Finally, we would like to recognize the 2 alumni of the National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society that are joining us tonight. Rachel Dewey and Amanda Bolduck are again taping this event for NCTV's viewing. Thank you. This year we will be having a plated dinner, as you already can see. Please feel free to help yourself to beverages and desserts when you are ready. Once everyone is served and has had a few minutes to enjoy the meal, we'll begin tonight's ceremonies by inducting the newest members of the National Honor Society. We will then induct the newest members of the National Technical Honor Society, and finally we will introduce the honors and honor this year's top seniors. We hope you enjoy your meal. We are here to celebrate the academic success and achievement of the students of Newport High School and the Sugar River Valley Regional Technical Center. Each student has worked hard to be here tonight. We are exceptionally proud of them and their parents and families. These students would not be the people they are today without the love and support of their families. Thank you all for your dedication to the education of these outstanding scholars. At this time, I'd ask Sharon Urban and Sarah Bilodeau to please come up to perform the induction of the National Honor Society.
I guess I don't need to stand in front of the mic. So, I'm Sarah Bilodeau, and I'm taking over as the advisor for National Honor Society. The National Honor Society is a prestigious national institution which maintains high standards for its members. Students are invited to apply based on academic excellence, and the juniors and seniors must have an average of 85 or higher, and sophomores must have an academic average of 90 or higher to be invited to apply. Students who meet those requirements are invited to apply, and those applications are carefully reviewed by a faculty panel to see if the applicants meet the other requirements of service, leadership, and character. These students that were inducted today have met those qualifications. Ms. Irvin is going to call up our current members.
Sure. It's my honor to call forward our current members because they are the sophomores and juniors for whom I was the advisor. So I'd like to call forward Zachary Brown, son of Paul Brown and Lisa Ferrigno. And what I'd ask you to do is hold your applause, and when they're all here, we'll celebrate all of them at once. Lindsay DeFilippis, daughter of Mark and Bambi DeFilippis. Lindsay Damaris, daughter of Nancy and Liam Damaris. Allison Doucette, daughter of Karen and Norman Doucette. Gunther Hubert, son of Dr. Kathy Hubert. Hannah Merrill, daughter of Ken and Becky Merrill. Leah Peel, daughter of Donna and Dave Goldberg. Noelle Peterson, daughter of Kathy Willis and Dennis Peterson. Julia Sullivan, daughter of Tom and Nikki Sullivan. Daniel Tominski, son of Kathy and Gunther Hubert. And Sophia Willis, daughter of Lorraine Frazier and Sherman Willis. These are our senior current members of the National Honor Society. In addition, we have 3 students who were inducted at the end of their sophomore year and are now juniors. Anthony DePadova, son of Patricia and Anthony DePadova Jr. Casey Gassett, daughter of Stacy and Chris Gassett. And Catherine Tremblay, daughter of James and Victoria Tremblay. These are our juniors in the National Honor Society.
Emily Goff, daughter of Stuart Goff. Richard Hannon, son of Edie Godin and Michael Hannon. Colleen Hennig, daughter of Robert and Liz Hennig. Caitlin Jones, daughter of Zena and Robert Jones. Caitlin Kenny, daughter of Kristen Maynard West and Scott Kenny. Renee Magoon, daughter of Mark and Karen Magoon. Caitlin Mussey, daughter of David Mussey. Michael Salinardi, son of Colleen Salinardi. These are our new incoming senior members. We have some juniors as well. Emily Almquist, daughter of David and Cynthia Almquist. Brady Bates, son of Tim and Kathy Bates. Dylan Boardman, grandson of Bill and Gail Hendrington and the son of Adrian Boardman. Stephen Carpenter, son of Susan and Lawrence Carpenter. Patrick Hennick, son of Robert and Liz Hennick. Jordan Howard, daughter of Sean and Melissa Howard. Anna Steffen, daughter of Bridget and Gary Steffen. And Tyler Triquet, son of Chris and Shell McGinnis. In addition, we have 4 sophomores who made it in this year as well. Alicia Butcher, daughter of James and Kathleen Butcher. Tyler Currier, son of Brian and Stephanie Currier. Jeremy Dewey, son of Mike and Ann Dewey. And Peyton Wilson, daughter of Tammy and Michael Wilson. At this time, I'd like to call one of our current junior members, Katie Tremblay, to talk to you guys about the pillar of scholarship.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even after the formal education, for education ends only with the end of life. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what the power and resources may exist in a community, they're ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead in a substantive charge to each of our members.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of today's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or recognition, is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities for the creation of a better tomorrow.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choices. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Call from 6038637.
At this time, we would like our current National Honor Society members to reaffirm their commitment and our new members to affirm the pillars of scholarship, service, leadership, and character by joining in the National Honor Society pledge of membership.
I pledge to maintain and I strive to hold our fundamental untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently great grace to be a leader, and to give myself freely in service to others. In doing so, I will prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society of Newport High School.
feel hopeful to see all of these young leaders and scholars. At this time, we would invite the underclassmen to sit back with your families, and we're going to give the graduation stoles to the seniors. I'm sure you'd like to applaud the seniors who will graduate as members of the Newport High School chapter of the National Honor Society.
Again, thank you so much, and I must say she can dance better than some of my fellow classmates. We all look forward to using the skills we have learned in National Honor Society in the years to come.
This is what they call a glove job. It's just great working in the Honor Society, and I wish you all the best, and I know that you'll use these skills as you go forward, and you're going to be the leaders of your communities. So now you may take your seats, and we will transition to the National Technical Honor Society induction, and many of you will greet here. I can't remember a time when we've been able to honor so many students in multiple capacities. And so tonight it is our honor to not only bring forward National Honor Society, but also the National Technical Honor Society. I think there may be 2 or 3 people in the building who remember the struggle that we went through in order to build the Sugar River Valley Regional Technical Center. It came before the town meeting multiple times, but we were convinced that in our community it was important to have not only academic education, but also career and technical education. And I am very proud that we have had that for over 20 years now, that our National Technical Honor Society has many outstanding members, some of whom are in the National Honor Society and some of whom excel in their career and technical fields. And so it's our pleasure tonight to help with the induction of the National Technical Honor Society students. And Mr. Irwin will call forward our current members so that they can be honored.
I'd ask you to just hold your applause to the end, and if I mispronounce his name, I'm sorry, crowds make me nervous. Andrew Bahara, son of Chris Bahara and Deborah Daigle of business. Zachary Brown, son of Paul Brown and Lisa Ferrigno, business. Lindsay Damaris, daughter of Nancy and Leon Damaris, business and HST. Allison Doucette, daughter of Karen and Norman Doucette, business. Emily Goss, daughter of Stuart Goss, business. Richard Hammond, son of Edie Godden and Michael Hammond, HST. Colleen Hennig, daughter of Robert and Liz Hennig, business. Renee Magoon, daughter of Mark and Karen Magoon, agricultural science and graphic design. Anna Merritt, daughter of Ken and Becky Merrill, HST. Leah Peel, daughter of Donna and Dave Bolduc, HST. Noelle Peterson, daughter of Kathy Willis and Dennis Peterson, HST. Julia Sullivan, daughter of Tom and Nikki Sullivan, business. Daniel Tominski, son of Kathy and Gunther Hubert, engineering. Sophia Willis, daughter of Lorraine Fraser and Sherman Willis, HST. These are our current seniors in the National Technical Honor Society. And at this time, I'm honored to call forward the juniors who are currently members of the National Technical Honor Society. Brady Bates, son of Tim and Kathy Bates for engineering. Dylan Boardman, grandson of Bill and Gail Hedrington and son of Adrian Boardman, engineering. Anthony DiPadova, son of Patricia and Anthony DiPadova, engineering. And Stacy Gassett, daughter of Stacy and Chris Gassett, HST. Our current juniors in the National Technical Honor Society. I'd like to call forward our new inductees in the National Technical Honor Society. It's my pleasure to call forward Gunther Hubert, son of Kathy and Gunther Hubert, for business. I'd like to invite Deb Stevens up to help us with the rest of the introduction.
Science and Horticulture is a 2-year program that consists of floriculture design, greenhouse management, retail marketing, and event planning. This program introduces students to plant systems as they relate to the production of food, fiber, and ornamental crops. Students develop and master skills and knowledge in soil science, plant anatomy, physiology, greenhouse and turf management. And also in the areas of career development, they possess opportunities to participate in the FFA. It's my honor and privilege to call forward our new inductees. Our first is Casey Lopes, daughter of Tyler and Pamela Lopes. Katrina Batista, daughter of Christy and Michael Batista. And now I'll turn it over to Mr. Steve Webb.
Good evening. My name is Steve Wegg. Welcome. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our automotive program at Sugar Valley Regional Technical Center. It's an automotive program. It's basically a hands-on program. What we like to do is promote authentic instruction. And the students will apply basically critical thinking skills that are applied in the repair of automobiles. And what that means is we like to teach a little common sense. We like to fix cars. As good as we can. So that's it. What I would like to do is, it has been my privilege to know these young men for about 2 years now, and it's a great honor to have them be inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. And what I'd like to do is, I'm going to read the names. The first one is Andrew Brown, who's the son of John and Karen Brown. Matthew Chase, son of Ivor and Tony Chase. Tristan Kemp, son of Evan and Tammy Kemp. Kyle Stone, son of Ron and Hazel Stone.
Program is designed to help students and allow them to explore all types of careers in the healthcare field. It is divided into 3 years, or 3 parts. HST1 allows students to explore and understand the basics of healthcare, such as safety, technology, teamwork, infection control, and more importantly, anatomy and physiology. HST2, students learn to speak medical ease, or what we call medical terminology. And with medical terminology also comes legal law and ethics for medicine. In the final year is the program for LNA. This is where students have the opportunity to learn nursing assistant skills and then have to endure the intense licensing process and examination. At the end of this, they receive a license to practice LNA medicine or nursing homes and things like that in the state of New Hampshire. The 2 students selected today come from HST1 and the LNA program respectively, and it is my honor and great privilege to have gotten to know them in the short time I've been teaching. I'd like to call up Alicia Butcher, daughter of James and Kathleen Butcher, and Nicole Gardner, daughter of Greg and Michelle Gardner. I'd now like to invite up Jim McDonald.
Hello. This should only take a half hour, 45 minutes. No, you guys should all be very proud of the people. It's awesome to be in this room. Such great teachers. My name is James McDonald. I am the instructor for the pre-engineering classes offered at the Tech Center. The pre-engineering classes introduce students to the scope and discipline of engineering through project-based activities. Upon completion, students will have a great start for going further in the technological field of study. It gives me great honor to induct both Daniel Chase, son of Daniel and Tina Chase, and Jeremy Dewey, son of Mike and Ann Dewey into the National Technical Honor Society.
So good evening once again. My name is Deborah Stevens, and as a member of the advisory board of the Newport chapter of the National Technical Honor Society, I'd like to share with you some information regarding the society itself. Its motto is, "Success favors the prepared mind." Candidates for admission to the society must have completed their third quarter of their technical program and have an A average in their technical skill area. They must also have an 80% overall average, not including their technical skill area, and must have an attendance rate of at least 90%. In addition, candidates must demonstrate honesty, responsibility, and dependability. They must work well with others, they must show qualities of leadership and good citizenship, and they must exhibit pride in themselves and their work. The 7 attributes of membership represent the characteristics you possess and which qualify you for membership in this organization. In the center of the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, and understanding gained through your experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge you have gained through experience and study in your technical program. The first member attribute is skill.
Skill is the use of knowledge to develop great ability and expertise necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. I like this candle to represent skill. The second member attribute is honesty.
Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while at work or play. I like this candle to represent honesty. The third member attribute is service.
Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act. I like this candle to represent service. The fourth member attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable for your actions. I like this candle to represent responsibility. The fifth member attribute is scholarship.
Scholarship is the distinctive mark of one who has mastered some area of learning, as reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially with respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. I like this candle to represent scholarship. The sixth member attribute is citizenship.
Citizenship is being entitled with full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status. I like this candle to represent citizenship. The seventh member attribute is leadership.
Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force and directing the way going first with courage and confidence. I like this candle to represent leadership.
We hope you recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities which made you eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society. These qualities are the ones by which successful men and women are recognized in today's society. Please keep in mind that your success today is not an end, but the beginning of many successes throughout your life. Students, you have been nominated and duly elected into membership in the National Technical Honor Society. As your name is called, please come forward to accept your certificate of membership, your membership card and pin from your instructor who nominated you. I declare that each of you is duly inducted into full membership of the National Technical Honor Society. Will each of you recite the pledge? As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain a high standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country. I'd like to welcome you into the organization and extend to you all the rights and benefits therein. Audience, please give a round of applause as congratulations for these new members.
Seniors, you will receive your graduation cords for the Technical Honor Society at class night. So you can return to your seat. Evelyn,
Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing our top seniors, but a little bit of background before we get started with recognizing each of them. We have changed our system as of last year, where the actual rank and GPA of the students is not figured until all of the assessments and grading are done. So the actual rank of the students is not determined until after exams and the weighting of the AP courses has happened. So therefore, tonight we will only introduce alphabetically, and these are our top seniors. And they are not in a ranking order by any means. On class night, it will be officially announced who our valedictorian, salutatorian, and class essayists are. The students will know ahead of time so that they can begin preparing speeches and so forth, but they may not know which place they hold. So it's exciting, but it's down to the grueling moment, and it makes sure that we don't make any errors and have to backtrack. So I have the pleasure of introducing our top seniors. I would ask that the senior stand as I introduce them. Lindsay, you can pull it. One of Lindsay's teachers described her as the coolest person ever. Lindsay is not only one of our top students, but she is very active in our community. Lindsay has been part of the Live Nativity for the past 4 years as an angel, a choreographer, and working behind the scenes with younger children. When Lindsay went to St. Paul's summer program, she became very inspired to pursue travel, world language, and to study Eastern Asia. Lindsay was voted by her peers as most artistic, and that was clearly demonstrated with the work on the prom committee, with the set and design, which was absolutely stunning. I am proud to introduce the female voted most likely to succeed, Lindsay DeFilippis. It all began with 8th grade summer camp for nurses experience, where Lindsay's passion for healthcare was ignited. Lindsay hopes to be a pediatrician. She is a very busy young lady that manages a challenging academic load, plays sports, works in a local store, and participates in community events. Last year, Lindsay won the Rotary Speech Contest. Lindsay helped with the Envirothon by teaching both students and teachers about composting. I recall her coming to my office to present the plan on behalf of the students. She was so excited, and with her eyes wide and sparkling, she exclaimed, "Miss Sutton, we are going to make liquid gold." Of course, I okayed the project. I am delighted to introduce Lindsay Damaris. These kids are probably wondering where I get all this information. I have very talkative teachers. Allison has a benevolent spirit. She has been heavily involved in volunteering, from wrapping presents to baking 350 rolls for community Thanksgiving. Allison was voted as best to take home to mom and dad. I wonder if that is because she can bake in large quantities. Allison is described by her teachers as quiet but deliberate. She is very thorough and gives explicit directions. She has been very active with our student council, Future Business Leaders of America, softball, and field hockey teams. I am happy to introduce Allison Doucette. Mr. Hammond. When I surveyed the teachers about Ricky's qualities, almost unanimously, the reply was, "What a great kid." Ricky is known as a sharp student that catches on very quickly. Ricky was voted as most accident prone and most athletic. I think those go hand in hand. Ricky is one of the football team captains. Ricky has a robust resume of community service hours that range from being a teacher assistant to selling daffodils for cancer. He is very committed to helping out in blood drives, fundraisers, and supporting community events. A charming, charismatic, and kind young man, I present to you Richard Hammond. Colleen joined us last year as a junior from previously being homeschooled. Colleen has been a great addition to our culture. She volunteers by using her videography skills to help out. For example, this week she will film a group of high-needs students demonstrating their sign language skills as they make a production of a Roar video. Colleen is a junior producer for NCTV. As part of the Winter Carnival pageant, Colleen demonstrated her videography skills in the talent portion. It was very impressive. Colleen is very active in the community as a recreational leader for the Sullivan County 4-H, a leader for Health Rocks, and volunteers countless hours in a variety of venues. Colleen enjoys her canoe trips to Canada and hopes to expand her travel to Europe someday. She also has a hidden talent for juggling. I am honored to introduce Colleen Henning. Gunther, aka Gummy, has been designated as the most changed since freshman year. This may be related to the fact that he is the youngest in the senior class. Just down the hall from my office is the school store, and Gummy is probably one of the faces that I see most often when I'm traveling by the store. He prides himself on consistently balancing his cash drawer in the school store to the very penny. Teachers remark that Gummy has a gift of gab and can fill an entire class period without a moment of silence. Gummy is also known as a math wizard. He even began college early by taking classes at River Valley and Dartmouth. Gummy was voted to have the worst car, yet he would also gain the title of most likely to succeed. So when he succeeds, we hope that he will buy a new car. Gummy demonstrates a hidden talent when he was attending the recent New Hampshire State Scholars event. He successfully caught 2 foul balls. I present to you the self-proclaimed best foul ball catcher ever, Gunther Hubert. Renee is an outstanding graphic designer. She is responsible for the cover of the yearbook and all of the section themes and artwork within. When talking with her teachers, Renee was described as insightful, observant, noticing things that others do not, thoughtful, and considerate. Renee has a knack for photography and successfully documented the entire Costa Rica trip with her talents. The trip opened up a whole new world for Renee. Her interest in Costa Rica blossomed into the development of an extended learning opportunity on the ecosystems of Costa Rica. Renee is a master of Zentangle, creating intricate doodles in class. Allow me to present the Earth Day baby, Renee Magoon. Hannah is an ambitious writer, having published her first book, Running to You, in the 8th grade. It's available on Amazon.com. Hannah also used to write Harry Potter-like stories on a blog. Hannah has a strong vision for where she wants to go. Teachers describe her as being very particular. She sets high standards for herself and those around her. While serving as a teacher assistant in years past, she would not hesitate to correct a teacher for a mispronunciation or other errors. It's ironic that she was voted as the senior class teacher's pet. Hannah was able to take band this year, returning after several years of scheduling conflicts. Hannah performed a flute solo in the Winter Carnival pageant this year. I would say she would be classified as the best flute soloist since Aquilon. Hannah is very independent and some say overly dedicated to her pursuits. I am proud to introduce a great athlete and scholar, Hannah Merrill. Leah's most recent accolade was being crowned prom queen. On the way into the prom, she was interviewed and had expressed an interest in the glitter of the event, and she certainly took the shiny crown. Leah challenges herself by carrying a full academic load, an online course, and works at a store. Leah is described by her teachers as genuine, sweet, eager to please, yet maintains her independence. She has a strong work ethic and hopes to excel in the healthcare field. I present to you Leah Peel. Michael joined us last year as a junior from previously being homeschooled. Michael is a football captain and a track athlete. A coach shared with me that Michael could sleep just about anywhere. His track teammates would joke that he could run a 3,200 race, fall asleep in the middle, and keep running. I guess that talent will serve him well at some point. Michael enjoys skiing, snowboarding, and hiking. He is also a talented pianist and drummer. Michael served as the junior marshal with our senior events last year, so the upcoming festivities will be old hat to him. Michael was voted as class cutest. A future airman, I give you Michael Solinardi. Julia was voted as most respected, most athletic, best dresser, and she's the class president. Julia has an outstanding 4-year record of being a scholar athlete. On the track team, Julia is known to be a bit of a prankster. But her academic teachers describe her as quiet, motivated, conscientious, and has a good work ethic. Julia is interested in business and has been very active Future Business Leaders of America member for all 4 years. I guess she knew very early on what path she would take. Julia served as junior marshal last year with the senior class and will also be privy to the events coming up. Julia was inducted to the National Honor Society and National Tech Honor Society as a sophomore. I am happy to introduce Julia Sullivan. Each morning, Sophie is confronted by an angry rooster on the way to her car, and she still manages to get to school on time. Sophie was our homecoming queen this year. She also competed in the Winter Carnival Queen pageant, where she amazed us with her pianist talents. Sophie hates being called Sophia, so I guess that explains why she was voted the best nickname, Sci-Fi. Sophie is described as funny, outgoing, a good sport, great smile, and a fine athlete. Sophie was the copy editor of our yearbook. She has a special interest in science and travel. I am proud to introduce Sophia Willis. Now, if all seniors, the top seniors, would please stand. And if we would recognize them as a group. Thank you very much.
Again, I would like to thank you all for coming tonight to share such a special and important event in these students' lives. Congratulations to all of the new members and to the top seniors. We are proud of all you have accomplished. Have a great night.